Hello, and welcome to Otherworld, a D&D inspired mod pack made by, I think it was Sharky, but it's Shark spelled with an X. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's just hop in. Hopefully no copyrighted anything that we gotta worry about. Alright, so our world name. That's an acceptable name. Survival difficulty hard because we like it difficult. Better X world type. Alright. Yeah. Seed. Wafflin. That's a good one. Is it a good one? I don't know, but it will be. Alright, so things to note, I have loaded up a test world and poked around just to kind of see how this runs, and it's got some interesting bits to it. One that I have noticed is that it seems like we've got the whole RL craft crouch to pick things up, or right click to pick things up, which I'm sure will be both wonderful and wonderfully annoying, depending on the situation. We also have, I think it's Origins, where you choose your starting class and race and everything, which I have planned out one that I would like to use, or what I would like to choose. It just seemed like it would be pretty good, you know, pretty fun. Give us good options to play around with as we play through the game. Alright, you are Lerias, or as some people say, Lerias. Pick something on the left to begin. Up here in the top left we have our race. Human, elf, half-elf, halfling, dwarf, dragonborn, which, you know, I'd normally like to pick a dragonborn, gnome, human variant, tiefling, undead, or other. That would be Githyanki, hobgoblin, and goblin. I was originally thinking tiefling seems kind of fun. Charisma, intelligence, dark vision, fire resistance, or maybe a dragonborn, because, you know, who doesn't want to be a dragon person? But no, instead we are actually going to choose elf. Medium size, gets bonus to dexterity and dark vision. Graceful and agile with a keen sense and natural affinity for magic. So we'll double click that. Then we get to choose between wood elf, extra dexterity and speed. High elf, extra intelligence and +1 cantrip from the wizard's spell list. Or drow, +1 intelligence and improved reforging. Which, from what I understand, means that we can use more advanced equipment upgrading materials, and I kind of want that option for us, so drow is the choice for us. And of course there are ways to reset your class and race and everything later on, but you know, why worry about that when we could just choose one that gives us the options. Next up we have our class. You got Artificer, so that's repairing gear does not increase its enchantment cost, and you get Soul of Artifice, which sounds fancy. Barbarian. Now these all seem to have effects on your health and everything. Pretty good. You get access to rage. Bard, cleric, druid, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard. We are going to be playing as a monk. 8 hearts, get +3 per level. Key, Step of the Wind, and Deflect Missile, with the subclasses being Way of the Four Elements, Way of the Open Hand, and Way of Shadow. Only monks are allowed to use Feather Falling, which is interesting. Oh, wait, where's the thing? Click. There it is. Key, you can harness the mystic energy of Ki to perform various feats. Your Ki reserves grow with level and restore when you sleep. I'm guessing this is maybe for spell casting. Step of the Wind, dash forward for 1 Ki and enhance your next jump, granting extra height. And you have a % chance equal to your dexterity to dodge incoming projectiles. So we are going to play as a monk, more specifically as the Way of the Open Hand monk. Yeah, there's Way of the Elements, which seems to be like a spell casting kind of monk, and Way of Shadow, which I think is more like assassin kind of monk, but we're doing like Way of the Open Hand. It's +5 damage with Fist or Gauntlet. Wholeness of Body seems to be a way to heal yourself. And Quivering Palm, attacking the same enemy twice in quick succession, knocks them back and deals additional damage equal to triple your dexterity. Pretty nasty. Alright. Confirm. Oh, okay. Gain title, Survivor. Is that Skyrim music? Okay, where have we spawned? We've got some kind of cherry blossom, cherry grove. Starter bag here we open up. We've got leather gloves. Let's throw those on. Some steak. Healing vials. Consuming will add 15 to your Nihility meter. Restore 2.5 health. Crazy. Stick. Bandages. Ooh, do we have to deal with the whole... Ouch. Oh, that hurt. Okay. There's a bear. We've got the journal, the quest journal. We can access that through the inventory though. Up here, journal. We'll look into that on our first night. Let's just spend some time trying to loot up some starter gear, foods, maybe some armors, just the day one basics. Yes, wheat, apples. Now, while I have played D&D a handful of times, I am not super duper well versed in it. So, please do have patience if I get things wrong. Ooh, crossbow. Okay, that could be extremely valuable, actually. Elven wooden crossbow. Okay. Yes, we do have apotheosis, which is a big reason of why we wanted the smithing. As I believe some of the later level apotheosis stuff is actually locked behind having that specific trait or some other unlock. Monster Hunter level 9. I have an assignment for you. I'm being disturbed by a creeper. Kill 3 and come back with further reward. Can I... There we go. Alright. Let's get our hell out. Shelf some wood. Does seem like we do have night vision, which is nice. So that would be our dark vision. So gonna take multiple chops to chop down this cherry log. And that structure, that big white structure, seems to have some generational jank going on with it. It seems like two structures have collided. Alright. A lot of the lag will sort itself out with time. Oh, we're just picking things up normally. Except for that, we're not picking that up for some reason. Okay, so what determines whether or not we pick something up by default? Does it have something to do with item rarity? Huh, that's weird. Okay. What are you? Do I have zoom? I can't tell if I got some sort of... That's Wind Guy Place. I don't think I want to deal with that, do I? Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that guy, because he will mess me up. Yeah, we know this guy. We know how annoying that boss can be. Got some icy mountains here. We also have need for food and water. Well, food's a given because we always need food, but water is an additional need. Yeah, it seems to be that we've got some of those survival requirements, and it's cool. Let's just kind of pokey around, see if we can find a chill area to relax for the first night, where we'll be able to read our quests. You know what? Gathering some stone. Oh, jeez. Well, that was a mistake. I was gonna say gathering some stone would be a good idea. We've got 3 iron. So what we could do is crafting bench, iron axe, oh yeah, that makes chopping down the tree so much quicker. We don't have to deal with like the typical RL craft. You are not high enough level to use your iron axe stuff, because that's such a pain to deal with, let's be honest. Good. Plenty of goodies here. Plenty of goodies. Alright, let's get the stones. Wooden pickaxe. Yeah. I think we want about 11 of these. 3 for the pickaxe, 8 for the furnace. Okay, we can get rid of that pickaxe. It's gonna take me a moment to get used to how this mod pack feels playing with. There we go. And there we go. Put that there. Yeah, that's a good setup for our inventory. Right, now let's head on down the slope. The sun's already setting, so I would like to find somewhere to just chill out. Oh, this lake could be what we're looking for. I see something on the mini map there. Potentially a bridge. A big long bridge. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh. It is a bridge. I could live on that. On and around it, yeah. This could be solid. Alright. Got a bit of a gap in the bridge where this ravine goes through. Let's map up. Yeah, for now we'll just do a tiny bridge over. If we have to, we can come back here and fortify our position on this bridge. Spend the night hovelled away in there. Because that's when we can do quest time reading. Yeah. Alrighty. Made some. Oh, jeez. Lag spike. What I might do is I might see if I can find a way to like generate a bunch of our world, so that we're not like lagging as it tries to load up new chunks. Oh, there's something there, a village. I think. Or maybe just a little outpost. You know what? Little outpost works well for me. Seems to be in this like wheaty grain zone. Tall prairie grass. Grass. I think it's nighttime now. The nasties are on the prowl. So let's just do a little bit of thievery. I'll be taking your grindstone, thank you so much. Ah, it's a cook, a shelf. Alright. Smoker, furnace. You got some treasures that I can. Ooh, here we go. Cooked chicken. Good. Alright. Secret door. Ah, secret room. Well, I'll take tomato seeds. Carrot, potato, we'll sacrifice that for you. And now we can just kind of pick through and grab bits and bobs of what we need. We can get wheat seeds anywhere pretty easy, so we won't grab those. But we will grab the wheat because it's already grown. And hello. Okay, nasty. Alright, let's look into our questing log. Journal. Welcome to Otherworld. You can get back here anytime. Just click the quest book in the top left of your inventory like we did. Check. Echoes of the Rift, a tale of creation. Some time ago, a void sealed off from this world, forgotten in an ancient, abandoned stronghold, was opened by a player looking for conquest. This void was known as the End. In that world, a great beast was slain, and for a time the world was free. But this act unknowingly became a catalyst to unfathomable chaos. With the portal left open, so too were barriers between all other realms weakened. Ancient powers long dormant, once restrained by dimensional rifts, felt this stirring and began to wake. Such powers were so incomprehensibly mighty that their subtlest movement sent ripples of chaos throughout our reality, like tic-tac-toe plates. Did these forces shift and rumble, terraforming our realm into an unprecedented state. Creatures of myth and nightmare, beings of raw magic and elemental fury, found pathways opening into this world, and now wreak their havoc. The realm now awaits its hero or heroes, those with courage enough to venture into the unknown and who wield the metal to overcome whatever challenges lie within. It is no longer the land you once knew, it is the Otherworld, shaped from the echoes of magical calamity. Some lore right there for you. Races and classes. Races, subraces, classes, and subclasses will subtly shift gameplay in different ways. They all have different stat bonuses, and some have special cantrips, essentially a spell that you can cast. Access to dark vision or other unique abilities. We have dark vision. You can find all information for your character, including hotkeys for your innate abilities, by pressing O. Feats, further character abilities gained throughout your journey. Every 4 character levels gained from aptitude, you will have the opportunity to select a feat. Feats are special passive traits that enhance your character's capabilities in unique ways. You can have a maximum of 5 feats. Variant humans start with an extra feat and can have up to 6. Improving your character's stats and levels. Open the book tab in your inventory to access aptitudes. Aptitudes like strength, magic, and dexterity can be acquired in exchange for experience, XP. To level up, select an aptitude and click the plus to spend a point. All characters start at character level 2. Every 4 points spent on aptitudes increases your character level by 1. Starting after level 5, you'll need to progress through the campaign to continue leveling. Chapter 1 will grant you up to level 8, Chapter 2 will grant you level 11, and so on. You can spend a maximum of 80 aptitude points, resulting in a max character level of 20. If your race or class provides a bonus to an aptitude, it can be raised past the max of 20 by the same amount. So if your race gives you a +2 to something, you can go up to +22. Innate bonuses do not count towards your maximum of 80 total points. Changing your mind. You can choose a different race or class only once by using an Orb of Origin. Changing races won't affect your character level and will allow you to select different feats if you were high enough level to have obtained any. To reset your aptitudes and character level, you can click the respec button on the aptitudes page. Doing so costs 10 experience levels, but refunds half the experience spent on aptitudes. Basic keybinds: O to read your race and class feats and cantrips, M to open the world map, we're used to that one, U to view and edit waypoints. I'm so glad it's not B, because B is usually for backpack and we don't want conflicting keybinds. Right click an item to pick it up, or sneak. Shift to pick up all nearby items. It's weird, we do seem to pick up items without doing that sometimes. If you use magic, press R to open the spell wheel, otherwise R is generally reserved for weapon abilities. I may have already rebound that, I can't remember. Optional, unique gear. Some gear found throughout your travel will have rarities. Higher rarity gear drops from higher level enemies. The color represents its level. This is apotheosis kind of stuff here. We understand that. Obtain an affixed item. Thirst. Thirst is a need you'll need to maintain. It drains slightly faster than hunger. You can fill up a canteen with water from anywhere. Some water sources may be dirty. Drinking dirty water will restore less thirst and make you sick. Purify water by cooking it in a furnace. There are also various natural sources of purified water, like fruits, water plants, and various juices. Make a canteen. Natural health regeneration is disabled, however hunger runs out significantly slower. Instead of being related to healing, hunger, like thirst, is a minor need to consider. To regenerate health, you can use bandages, potions, lifesteal, or healing magic. Or you could just sleep in a bed. You can also permanently increase your health up to 20 extra hearts using heart containers. Fragments used to craft heart containers can be found rarely. Heart containers will also be given as quest rewards. Hot and cold. So we have to manage our temperature. You can negate temperature effects with gear. Wear like wool clothing to increase your heat. Wear different clothing to decrease it. Some foods will also increase or decrease body temperature. Craft the icebox or heater to adjust the room's temperature. You can also find sun or ice ferns. When fully grown, they can be harvested to drop their leaves, which have special properties. These are likely temperature regulating leaves. Yeah, fern leaves combined with string and then woven into armor at a sewing table, or brewed into temperature resistant potions. Nice. Soul torch and sewing table, a free sewing table, nice. Backpacks are a convenient way to move around. Everything you come across, do not lose it. Okay. We do have an affixed item. I do wonder if picking that back up will count. Alright, we need to locate a base camp. It appears to be daytime once again, so poking around is probably in our best interest. All that reading has kind of dried out my mouth though, so I'm going to take a moment to have some lemonade. Okay, lemonade had slightly better. Alright. So that looks to me like one of them farm plots. We could poke you into there. Yeah, let's do a quick sprint. Then I think we need to locate like a starter base. Kind of a temporary beginner's location. So we can begin our hero's journey across this wide and vast world. Ooh, potatoes. We like potatoes. I am just trampling your field. I am so sorry. Rest in pieces, all your crops. But anyway, yeah, some goodies, some goodies. Get rid of the cherry sapling. We know where to find them now. Maybe like a coastal home along the ocean. Oh, that's so weird looking. Skyrim or Valheim, that reminds me of. I might have to like disable the music if it's copyrighted. That could be an issue. Could be a major issue, actually. Who lives in here? A knife lives in here. Could definitely use a knife. We are not a rogue. We have monk punching hands. We should be able to... Oh, an icebox room. Cute. This would be good to cool off. Yes. I think... Ooh, this or that for a starter home. I'm kind of leaning towards this for a starter home. Yeah, we could live here. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can always move after, and we probably will. But just to be able to like unload the inventory would be huge. See anything under the melons? No, we also have to crouch to pick up the melons. Let's see if we can find some wool. I believe that's wool up there. We don't have step height, but if we have apotheosis, we should be able to get step height. So that's fine. Yes, our thirst is starting to slowly go down. Hello there, Hopper. I would like wool. Thank you very much. 3 wool. Let's see about potentially getting a sleeping bag if they exist. Oh, a little covered wagon. And is that a wizard tower? I believe that is a wizard tower. Well, wizard tower is probably a bit dangerous for day 1, but we can keep in mind that it's right there and very accessible. Okay, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's get a bed down. Right click it for that spawn point setting action. Gonna need these. And this here aptitudes is where we do our leveling, eh? Titles. Yikes. We won't do no title in right now. Green bed, and do we do... Okay, we can do sleeping bag. I think we wait just to see if there's a quest for it. That gives us bandages and healing vials. How do we make a canteen? Can I do a canteen? We don't have enough leather. Right. Let's see about maybe setting up a little bit of a fence around our home here. Our temporary home. Start by clearing out a bunch of this. First we'll turn down that to like slightly better. Alright. I think maybe doing a wall along our home border is in order. Hello, cows. Hello. Yeah, something like this. Run it out to the side here. And that can come along until it hits this. I'm just trying to make sure it like all kind of lines up. There, we'll bring this one over this way. Something like that. And we can connect it all after. I'd sleep the night out. Alright. Fencing time. Give me like just a ton of those. And there, that should give us some basic protection at the very least. It won't be perfect, but it'll keep at least the zombies and maybe some of the skelly boys out. Ain't gonna do nothing if a dragon decides to pay us a visit. But if a dragon pays us a visit, we've got a whole new set of issues to worry about. Yeah. I will probably swap it out for like stone fencing later. I know, it's hideous. But that's how things start. And there. Get rid of those. Come on. Oh my goodness, I keep misplacing things. It's not good. It's not good to be misplacing all that. Right. We're gonna have mismatching colors, I think, for some of this stuff. Truly hideous. Anyway. We're gonna check that house out once I finish laying this fence down. Once I finish this off. Do. And then, you know, eventually we'll place some lights down. I think this is actually going to be our home. I think we found a home location. Unless there's mine colonies, in which case we are going to find somewhere far flatter than this, because I don't want to have to deal with slopes. Okay, it's hideous, but it's what we got. We'll head on over there. We gotta be careful about taking damage. We do have to be careful about that. Oh no. We're gonna go water. Yeah, we're probably gonna get parasites. Probably gonna get parasites. Oh well. Oh, is that baby squid? Oh, it's so cute. Right, this looks like an abandoned house. How do I open the menu? If I just hold right click on that. Oh, it just insta applies to wherever it needs to go. Can I pick you up? No, I cannot. Chris, the level 1 villager. Well, what's this place? Oh, it's one of these. I'll take the spruce pine cone. Ooh. Okay, we got a bit of nuggies, some toxic taters, pumpkin seed. And we'll take those. There's a chance they're useful. Skellies. Skelleboy. Ah, here we are. More nuggies. And rotten flesh. Now I'm gonna be throwing out a wild guess that we can somehow try this rotten flesh into leather. Gold apple. Solid. Poison potato. You know, there's always that one time where you need one and you just don't have one, so we're just gonna grab them wherever we see them. I'll grab all this too. You just never know. You never know. We got a couple more houses over here. Let's just poke over to them, see what's up, and then head back. Head on back. Alright. Got some more cooked steak. Rabbit hide. A rare treasure, that is. Ah, it's another chef's house, I see. But we'll raid their food storage. Bits and bobs. And ooh, sweet berries, yes. I shall be taking all of those. And then I think there was one up there, right? Yes. Good stuff. Or at least good for me. We ain't crossing that bridge. I'm sorry, that bridge is not for me. This bridge, not made for me. Head back to our little ledge there, where we feel relatively safe. Relatively, at least. Bonk some of these guys out. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to need the ink sacks, but we have them now. Alright, we'll climb up the hill. I feel like there's a bit of snow or something. Fireflies? Is that what that is? Hey, whatever it is, it's kind of cool looking. And store everything. Leather. Okay, various different things can be used to make it. Yep. Chop chop on all those things. Do we have a... We do have mine colonies. Oh. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Do I want to do mine colonies? Well, like, not at this very second, but is that gonna be a focus for us? Oh, you sell water wheels. Oh damn, that's cool. Oh wait, this is a source of leather, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need the leather. You may join the llamas. Where are you? There you are. We'll make a canteen. Empty canteen, legendary survival overhaul. That gets us melon juice. Instanced dungeons. Revisit previously conquered challenges. When you first come across a dungeon, you can regenerate it once automatically using the Wayfinder's Medallion. The Wayfinder's Medallion must be active and held or equipped while entering the structure to work. Structures will not regenerate automatically if the players are currently inside or have recently interacted. To regenerate a structure, even if you've already regenerated it before, you use a challenge orb. Challenge orbs are consumed on use. No structure can be regenerated if any chunks inside of it have been claimed using FTB chunk map, top left of your inventory. Okay, so that's neat. Right. Well, we can't do one of those right now. Backpack probably would have been more valuable to go for, to be fair. Let's see if we can take out some random enemies. Get the Falling Chaos Knight here. Can I give him the chop chop? Very loud. Very loud. Ooh, Dreadhound. Dreadhound's gonna give us leather, right? Once I turn down my sounds to like 85%. See if we can lure a Dreadhound over. Come on, Dreadhound. Oh, Dreadhound is now Deadhound. We got it. We got it. Got the goodies. And we're out. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Let's move away from potentially copyright music to the corners of our homeland. See if we can find any more Dreadhounds. Just spoders, say. Just spoders. Damn. This is definitely not the zone for building a colony, which we are going to want to do. Very much so. Okay, I'm sorry. One of you has to turn into leather. I think that might actually be enough leather there. Your sacrifice is very well appreciated. Now we disassemble a bit of our string here. Sploop. And get a chest. Which we're gonna need some logs for. I think we can just take a couple of the outdoor logs. We're probably gonna be disassembling this whole zone eventually for pieces if we are doing a colony. Backpack. Backpack, backpack. Here we are. Optional backpacks carry more. Bigger backpacks. Upgrade backpack to copper tier. Backpacks can be upgraded to get more inventory slots. This is... yes, they can. What, did that count now? Okay. Our affixed gear? No, it didn't count. Alright, so probably need to get it as a drop or a loot. Let's see, if we go into here and we level up maybe our dexterity a little. Ooh. Hold to get more info. Attack speed controls the length of cooldown time for hand. Currently have 0, yeah. Movement speed. Projectile damage isn't really important to us. Night vision we already have. Yeah. I think these two are the most beneficial to us here. Cool. Spend 17 levels. Oh, we don't have nearly enough. Strength, attack damage, so I think we're going to want a mix of dexterity and strength. Probably constitution, because I'm assuming this is health. Yeah, gain extra hearts per character level. And knockback resistance, probably gonna be huge for us. Oh yeah, no. Constitution. But what next? Defense? Armor, toughness? Resistance? Building? Building's probably not one of the ones we need. Luck? Critical damage. Luck is definitely going to be one we want. Yeah, there's plenty to look into in thereafter. Oh wait, this is just the tutorial section, eh? I guess we could open this up. Got magic. Many classes or races start with an innate cantrip or other low-level spell. These are not learned and use a totally separate keybind from other spells. Alright. Find a spell scroll. So we're going to be using iron spells in this, of course. It's a wonderful mod. Ghost of Ages Past. An ancient rumbling beneath the underworld. The dead have begun to rise with a terrifying sense of purpose. What forces behind their resurgence? Find a zombie. Well, I'm certain we could do that. I am certain of that. We need to put like a gateway in here. Like generate a bunch of land so we can find some good area to build a village if we do that. Just need copper, so we're gonna jabba stab our head into this cave. Dragon silver ore. Huh. Ice and fire. Ice and fire is, there's an updated version of it, right? I wonder if that's what's being used for this pack. Or is this still like the old version of Ice and Fire? I'm fine with either one, I'm just curious, because I think there's differences. Quite a few differences. Is that a hobbit hut up ahead? It might be. It might be a hobbit hut. What would be really useful is if we could find a supply camp. That could set us up pretty well. Okay, what are you? What are you? A little hobbit house. The zombie. Warped planks. I hear Draugr. Or Draugr. However you want to say. Potato. Yes. Okay, destroy the carpet. Yeah, I don't see anything down there. Maybe under this one because it looks different. No? Alright. Yeah, if I just go generate a good amount of chunks, we'll be far safer from these random laggedy spikes, which are currently terrorizing us. A little hut near the water. I think we'll check that and then we'll head back towards shelter. Is this a witch's hut? No, I think there's the fisherman's hut. Yeah, what you got? Cooked salmon, kelp, huge find. Hello there. I'll be borrowing some of this. Actually, all of this. Thank you. Goodbye. So long, and thanks for the fish. We are a wee bit dehydrated, as you may be able to tell. Let's sort that out. There we are. And close things off. Furnacery. There. Store everything that goes in to the bins. Let's see what it takes to make a supply camp. Supply. Do I want to have to deal with the domum or ornamentum? Like, supply camp's easy to do, and we could. We could definitely do a supply camp if we find the place to do a village. I will do a village. That's the deal I'm making to myself. If I find the right place, I will do it. But all this land is way too mountainous for me to really want to commit to that. Maybe we'll do like just a small village. We won't do a super big sprawling one. We'll just keep it small. Anyway, we got backpack that has been upgraded. Bigger backpack gives us upgrade base. Optional backpack upgrades, the pickup upgrade. Oh, I actually do not like using the pickup upgrade, so yeah. We're just not going to do that one. Now let's see if we can't snag some zombie. Hello. Get punched. Get punched. Yeah. Control level 1. You know, maybe this area is the area that we will do a village in. This could work. We could do it here. Alright, I've convinced myself. We're gonna run a village against my better judgment. Which both of these were my judgment, so it doesn't really matter. It's just it's gonna be good, I think. Hey, Dreadhound. Hey, Stinky. Hey, Stinky. There we go. Zombie bruiser? Does that count as a zombie? Being able to punch so effectively is definitely working in our favor. But I just need like a Zormal zombie. Normal zombie would be very helpful for us to complete the quest. And the creepers look exceptionally creepy. Oh, we got our first gem, cracked gem. Solid. Punch. Okay, skeleton. Ow. Okay, that can hurt. Kinda hurt a little. Zombie. And creeper. Okay. Creeper's dealt with. Now we get the zombie. Missive? I guess that's the quest thing that we needed from a zombie. I hope they don't all drop it. Oh, are those zombie heads? Okay. We do have to better light our home zone, that's for sure. Sleeping time. It seems the undead have some sort of new master. The note dropped by a zombie mentions a paladin, and finding him using an Eye of Ghost, which is the soul torches around an ender pearl. So that's still a bit out of our reach at the moment. I think we have to focus on establishing ourselves in this area before we even consider that. I say getting some basic walls up and maybe starting like a builder's hut and a farm probably wouldn't hurt before we even consider that. Can I turn on? I can't turn on the enemy, show where enemies spawn. So I'll have to go about things a different way. Just place down a bunch of these. Hopefully they don't go out over time, because that's annoying when that happens. Right. I'm going to collect this oak wood from over here. And then I'll probably just cut down a couple more oak trees in the in-between so we have some oak wood for mine colonies. Honestly, I think that's where we're going to leave things for today. Fenced off a little home zone, chosen our starting class, and initialized the first quest line. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please stick around for some more. I'll see you next time, and have a good day.